look handsome. Are you feeling ready almost?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Who are you?
My name is Jim. I'm a small town kid who was supposed to grow up working in a factory and somehow got lucky enough to live his dream job, working in the music industry for almost 30 years. I'm a half-assed father, decent stepfather, husband to Stacy, which most people probably know me as
Perfect
now.
husband. Okay. So you want to talk about how you went from being a small town kid in Green Bay to being a tour manager for some of the, amazing music artists?
I think a lot of it was luck. A lot of it was just endurance. I mean, wanting to be in music. I took every opportunity I can. We wanted to put on shows. We put on shows. We thought we'd put on shows to our friends and our girlfriends, and by the time the 90s came about, they were doing shows for thousands of 1,000 people, hundreds of people. And that was all because of the work we did in the early 80s to build something that's for our bands, because we didn't know where else to go, so we just did it ourselves, and it was DIY for sure. And I think that that lives on here even still, and a lot of my friends have come from that world. I'm still friends with a lot of those same people, and those same bands like the Descendants and bands that came through 40 years ago, and we still have relationships with them. There was nothing else to do. We wanted to build something. I mean, there was a scene in the 70s that was smaller and I think less organized. I think the thing that kept us going and that got us going was the fact that there wasn't that many of us. There was really 5 of us that really started the scene. That we were inseparable. That we, our junior, senior years of high school, that we became really good friends, and that we started different bands, but wanted to do something differently and have something to do and express ourselves, and that all happened. And I mean, it was also the world was ripe for it. This wasn't just happening here; it was happening all over the country. And I think we were just ready to have that happen during that period, and it all made us want to form bands and want to be out of those 5 people, 3 bands were formed, and we brought in other friends, and that grew into something that was, it's still felt today. The mayor of Green Bay was one of those kids that came. I mean, business people, community leaders were all part of that original scene, and it's all facets of life here. And I think that we even created some of that, what it is now, and how this city's become more open-minded and open to different things is because of something that we did 40 years ago.
Do you think that the world is due for another movement of some kind?
I think it always is.
True.
I think there's always that opportunity. It just gets somebody wanting to do it and having the power and the opportunity. We just happen to have a bowling alley that had a room they weren't using upstairs, and that it worked out, and we went to VFWs, and a lot of those places don't exist anymore, but there's places you can find do that. And I think whether it be art or whether it be photography or whether there's creative things, there's always an outlet or way to do it if you really want to do it.
Okay. So tell me why you want to make these videos.
Well, a year and a half ago, I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and I had a lot of people wanting to hear my story, and a lot of people asking me what's going on and offering to help me and offering to wanted to know how my health was, and I thought this was an opportunity for me to like share with people and get them to know me and get to know my family, or let my as a record, because chances are in 5+ years I'll be in a wheelchair, feeding tubes, not being able to swallow. That stuff has already happened already, so it's only a matter of time before it's only a matter of time before I can't communicate those stories or tell them so that this was the opportunity to be able to do that and to start a dialogue with my friends and connect while I still can with people in my life, because I can't really tour anymore. My body, my mind just don't allow it, at least at the level I was doing it, and nobody wants to hire somebody with a neurological disease. So, even if I wanted to work, the opportunities I don't think are going to be there, because I can't lie about where I'm at physically and mentally. So I think this is an opportunity for me to share that, to express that, to get it out of my system, to communicate with my family, my friends, my children, and let them know, what my life was and how appreciative I am with the life I've had and the people I've had in there. Part of it is I'm a wannabe extroverted introvert. I'm the king of throwing get-togethers and throwing parties and having people get together while I sit in the corner on my phone while I watch other people talk and get together. So it's an opportunity for me to get people together and get people talking and to get people celebrating our friendships and what life has been, right? And how much I appreciate everybody that's been in my life, and how much love I feel from people supporting me and always being there for me, and I want to give that back a little bit. I think that's good.
Yeah, let's